Okay, well, let's move on from real estate to autos now. As we were telling you, the premium end of the piece is working very well, even in the auto space. May was a strong month for M&M in terms of auto sales. Total sales surged 14% year-on-year. Company witnessed a strong growth in domestic passenger vehicles, while demand for SUVs is also pretty good. Veejay Ram Nakra, the president of the automotive division at M&M, joins us now to talk about that. Mr. Nakra, good morning and thanks for joining in. Can you tell us, on this base, it's a 14% growth that you saw overall. Domestic passenger vehicle sales were up 22%. What was the retail sales this time? And what kind of growth do you see in June and July?
Sonia, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me on the show. I think the demand continues to hold strong. So your question being specific in terms of retails have been very much in line with billing, largely on account, as you know, that a lot of the products and brands in our portfolio have a very strong demand, whether we talk about the XUV 700, the Scorpio N, Thar, especially with the recent launch of the rear-wheel drive, XUV 3002. So, given that the demand has been extremely strong across the SUV portfolio, retails for us have been very much in line with it.
Sir, good morning, Prashant here. But
morning,
if you look at UV volumes, right, month on month there was a small decline, about 5% or so. Could you explain that and whether, you're seeing, what kind of sales are you seeing this month so far?
Prashant, I think I just want to put that in context, and thanks for asking that question. Recently in our, when we had the media interaction after our annual results and Q4 results, we had mentioned there that if you look at the performance, there are certain challenges that we face in terms of semiconductor supplies. Specifically to previous month, if we look at our numbers, we've been saying that we have a capacity of about 39,000 for our SUV portfolio. Last month, we ended just shy of 34,000, which included a number of thousand numbers for exports. Now, about 10% of the impact has been on account of semiconductors, something which I've been saying consistently in the last 6 months or so. Last month, we had, we had a short-term impact because of certain engine supply components at our suppliers' end. So as a result of that, the impact against our capacity of 39,000 has been 13% as against the 8 to 10% because of semiconductors. So that's the reason why there was a, like you said, about a 5% degrowth in number compared to the previous month, largely impacted because of the short-term disruption of certain engine components that we had at our end from our supplier. On your question on how do we see this month, I think some of these supply constraints, semiconductors, as I've said, is not just for a month or two. It will continue for some time to come. But the specific engine-related component, we are doing everything to bring that under control. But we could probably see a slight impact of that carrying on into this month.
So, Mr. Nakra, given what you're saying, that there are these supply-side constraints both on semiconductors as well as some of the other parts, what is the forecast for the year? I think the average PV industry growth is supposed to be somewhere, mid to slightly high, but single digits. 5 to 7% is the range that Sonia was telling us about earlier. Will you be in line with that? Can you actually better that? So full FY24, what's the outlook like?
So I don't think I will be able to give a guidance, but just first to begin on your first point, the short-term engine-related supply constraint was largely last month. We are doing everything to bring it under control this month, so don't see that continuing into the future. As far as the full year is concerned, you're right. The forecast given out by SIAM and some of the other agencies is that the PV industry will grow in the range of 5 to 7%. SUVs as a part of PVs has been growing faster than the PV category. SUVs today is as much as 53 to 54% of the total PV industry. We believe that penetration level will continue to be strong. SUVs is sort of the consumer's choice in the recent past, and we believe that that demand will continue to be strong going into the current financial year of F24. We continue to have a strong pipeline of bookings. We still continue to get over 55,000 bookings every month. Our cancellations are less than 6 to 8% depending on the brand, and hence we believe that the demand for our brands and products in our portfolio will continue to be strong in FY24.
So you'll outgrow the industry, Mr. Nakra, then, given that optimism and the sense that you're giving us in terms of the monthly booking run rate?
I think we'll wait and see how that plays out.
Okay.
Okay. And, can you help us with what the pipeline of new launches are looking like? I mean, you've had some stellar launches up until now, but over the next 12 months, what can, consumers look forward to? And would you at some point in time look to expand your capacity further?
Sonia, two things. One, firstly, on new let's say FY24, the focus is going to be on scale up, and hence I'm kind of answering your second question first. We are at 39,000 capacity. We've said that we are increasing capacity of the XUV 700 to 10,000 from 6,000. The Scorpio N from current 6,000 again to 10,000. Some increases in capacities of XUV 300 and some of the other brands in our portfolio. A large portion of that should come in probably in Q4 of this financial year. So that's when we will pivot from the current 39,000 to 49,000 as capacity for SUVs. Similarly, the capacity for the pickups are also being worked on. As you would know, we've not spoken about that, but we continue to be market leaders with a significant margin of market share, even in the LCV less than 3.5 ton, with the Bolero Max pickup as our brand. And now coming to your first part of the question, which was on new launches. I know that there is a lot of excitement around the launch of the 5-door Thar, and we are very, very excited and humbled by the encouragement that we are getting for the product to be launched. And we also have a mid-cycle enhancement on the XUV 300. But I think we've said that is probably that is in calendar year 2024. So we would not be able to give out the exact timing now, but calendar year 2024 will see those two launches.
Okay, calendar year 2024. Got that. Mr. Nakra, just one final comment, if you can give us on the auto segment margins. You are still some time away from double-digit margins in the auto segment, but there is definitely a pickup. So same time last year it was around 5.5%. Now it's come back to about 6.6% margins. Is there scope now that raw material prices have cooled off? Is there scope to increase the margins in the automotive division to about maybe double-digit even in FY24?
Now, again, Sonia, no guidance on that, but clearly, the focus on improving margin is clearly an area that we are looking at. I think there are multiple levers that one works on. Clearly, a huge amount of focus on keeping costs under control, our fixed costs under control. A lot is being done in the area of looking at how we can work on reducing material costs. And as a result of that, we are going to do everything to try and get margins up.
Okay, Mr. Nakra, finally, leave us with the sense of rural demand as well. I mean, you spoke about, of course, the premium end of the market, XUV 700, obviously very, very popular in the urban centers. What's your read-through of rural demand?
So even now, as a part of our portfolio, about 53% of sales is still what we call rural/semi-urban. Demand continues to be extremely strong there. So when I talk about a strong booking pipeline, a lot of, like I said, almost 40-50, or rather 50% plus of it comes from rural India. So demand is strong in rural India. However, again, let me break that into SUVs and commercial vehicles. On the SUV front, we are seeing that for the price bracket between the sort of 8 lakhs to 10, 11 lakh price point, we are seeing certain headwinds come in there in terms of demand. Likewise, on commercial vehicles, we are seeing that there are headwinds in rural India. And I think largely this is impacted because of sort of interest rates. And as that starts cooling off, we believe we should start seeing strong demand coming back. Not saying that these have got sort of significant impact to either numbers or industry growth, but these are headwinds in the horizon that can clearly be seen by the industry and also for some of our brands in our portfolio.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, and all the best for giving us, all the best for the future, and thanks for giving us all the details on your business. We appreciate it. That's M&M, very bullish about the SUV segment. They have a slew of new launches coming through. But overall for the industry, they're saying a 5 to 7% growth for the passenger vehicle industry is something that they're expecting. Let's not forget the lower end of the market is still struggling a bit. Let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, Mitesh Thakkar will join in for some technical trades. We'll also get you a couple of buzzing stocks in trade today.